Hey everybody, welcome to Beers with Bros. Zach.
I'm Bob. Hey, welcome to the pod this week. We're on air. We're using a different service, so hopefully everything goes very smoothly. Don't know if we have anybody on yet, but
Yeah, we got. Oh, it does show. We got one right now. One viewer.
or is
I
that
don't know
me?
who it is.
That might be
Huh?
me. That might be me.
No, I don't think it's you. You
Hmm,
wouldn't be a viewer.
All right. Where you seeing? You know what? I don't see it on this
There's
side.
a little eyeball up in the corner. See the little eyeball? One. They're
No, I
on
don't.
YouTube. You don't have the little eyeball up in the corner?
Nope, I don't.
Oh yeah, I got a
All
little
right.
eyeball up in the corner that says one viewer on the YouTubes.
Maybe that's because you're a producer.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Uh, I
It
do see
doesn't
on.
give you like a
I do
producer
see
role here.
on air though. So
Yeah.
so this week on Beers with Bros. It's cold, it's dark, the days are short, the nights are long. It's
It's
kind of sound
winter in Ohio.
yeah. It kind of sounded like a Bob Seger song all of a sudden. So,
Or like, yeah, turn the page, basically. You just gotta,
yes,
like, turn the page
yeah,
there.
yeah. So anyhow, I just kind of as I was saying that, I was like, damn, I sound like a Bob Seger song.
Yeah.
Um, anyhow, so because of that, and because it's gonna
What's up,
snow.
Tyson?
So it's gonna snow like hell tomorrow, and it's gonna be cold as balls next week. Although balls are not that cold, but
I mean, if you leave them outside long enough, they
yes,
get
you will
cold.
be cold if your balls are outside next week. They will be cold though. Um, we're doing winter drinking basically, winter beers, winter drinking. Um,
Beers you can have that'll warm you up when you're cold.
yeah, that's kind of when you're freezing your butt off when you were outside shoveling snow, or maybe you were just going from the car to your house. In your
You've
inside,
been out skiing or snowboarding all
yeah,
day, and
yeah,
you
you
just
kind
want
of want
something
to
to warm you up.
you kind of want to get that little warmth going on that kind of sits in your belly and kind of spreads out through your body. Those are the type of beers that we're talking about this week. So we're talking about barrel aged stouts, or pretty much almost any kind of stout, pastry
Yeah.
stouts. The wee heavies, the ones that have a little bit more alcohol, the Scottish wee heavies, barley wine. I don't know how much we're going to talk about barley wine, but that is definitely one of those winter beers that some people like them. Not necessarily Zach or I. We talked about
Okay.
winter warmers on our Christmas ale one, because that's pretty much winter
Yeah.
warmers. But that's definitely another one. You got your Doppelbocks that have a little bit of extra, and then you get your spiced ales. Now, if you look at what is a traditional winter beer, that's those. But I still kind of think in my mind, you got the Belgian quads and triples, and you got your triple IPAs and even your double IPAs. It got that little bit of extra alcohol that kind of warms you up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think those count too.
Yeah, for sure. And I think a
Yeah.
lot of it's personal preference, right? If you don't like, a big stout, go with a double IPA or a triple IPA, whatever you prefer, whatever's gonna get you there essentially
Yeah,
and
yeah. I
give you that
mean,
fuzzy you're looking
yeah.
for.
So yeah, it's just it's winter time. It you want it. I think you kind a lot of times I think people think of darker beers in the winter time. It's
Yeah.
dark, so you want a dark beer. But if you're
Yeah.
not into those dark, the roasty type of beers, get yourself a double or triple IPA. Um, Cuddle up, get by the fire, find someone that you can cuddle up with.
Get some blankets.
Yes, get some blankets.
So with that being said, what are you drinking, Bob?
So
What is your beer you're going with
we'll,
first of
we'll
all?
see. This one might hurt me. Um, it is Vanilla Sun Killer. I feel like this might have been made for the Eclipse. But as I read through it, it really kind of talks about it being like kind of winter stuff. They have like a little thing on here. I don't want to read it because I can barely see. But um, this is a 14.9% beer. It is an imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels with vanilla. I think it's going to be delicious, but I think it's going to hurt me. So,
Hey, we got a viewer on Twitch. I don't know who you are, but welcome whoever is viewing on
oh,
Twitch. Thank you for
oh,
checking us out.
all right, Twitchers.
Yeah, if this is your first time watching, We have never streamed on Twitch before. First time.
Woo,
Normally we go with YouTube, but I literally just set this up a few hours ago because we had to change our streaming
dude,
service. So thank you
that
for viewing. We
that
talk
is
about beers.
that is dark as your soul, dude.
My soul's pretty dark, so I don't know.
That's dude. Look at that. That is dark.
It is.
I feel like I'm about ready to drink some freaking oil, dude.
You might be.
Woo! It's you can taste it. It's got the booze.
All right, I'm not going as boozy as Bob is on this one, or well, at least my first one I'm not. My second one, I don't know. We'll find out. Um, I'm kind of going the same route, but I got this guy. This is a blueberry maple stout. So to me, winter beers, I'm not big on the coffee stuff. So I'm going with this blueberry maple stout. I like the little kind of pastry stouts more than the coffee stouts. So I'm going with this one. This one is from where's this one even? Oh, this is Saugatuck in that state up north. Us
Mm.
Ohio people, we don't say that.
Oh, I forgot to say that mine's actually a Masshead, so um, it is from Ohio, Cleveland. So the Cleveland people know what it's all about in the wintertime. They get a crap ton of snow.
So
That's
that's
that.
that's pretty dark too.
Yeah.
Not a lot of blueberry coming through in that.
What
Not
do
a
you
lot
what
of
do you,
maple either, but
what are you rocking on? What's that ABV on that?
that's only 6.
Oh, that's kind of
So yeah,
when I think of a stout. That's kind of where I think of a stout. But I guess when you're doing an imperial stout, you just got to know that you're going to get imperial barrel aged stout. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you're barrel aged too, so you're pretty high up there.
yeah.
Definitely get the maple and the blueberry in the flavor.
Just not in
Not
the
so
smell.
much in the smell. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, blueberry really comes through in the mid and back palate. The maple hits right away. That's tasty. Um, and then you kind of get the finish. You kind of get that kind of coffee stout bitterness that comes through at the end. But no, that's actually quite good. It's a very mild in the coffee, but get a lot of the sweetness from the maple up front, the fruitiness from the blueberries in the middle, and then kind of that coffee bitterness on the finish. So
I'm getting
that's
vanilla
that's
up front, and on the back end, all I taste is alcohol.
gonna warm you up. That's gonna be one of the ones that's
Oh,
warming you up
and
for whenever
it
you're beer.
definitely, I can feel it going all the way down my esophagus. It warms me the whole entire way down.
Nice.
So So, so it's winter time, and as I said, there's a lot of different things that are going on, and a lot of things in Ohio that we have to deal with. Basically most Midwest states, the same sort of deal. It's cold, it's windy. It might be that one day, and the next day it might be in the 40s, but we're definitely
Mm.
not hitting 60s.
No, we did a few weeks ago, but
Yeah, and we're gonna be like this at least for the next 2 months.
yeah, roughly.
Yeah,
So
maybe we get into March and we might luck out, but for the most part, typically March is kind of cold too.
yeah. So
So
what we're gonna do today, we're just gonna go through a few beers that are probably available in your area if you're in Ohio. If you're not, throw in the chat, some beers that you like to have when it's cold out, and
yeah,
let the other people in the chat see if they can find them and try them out. That's what we're about here. Is for those who've never seen us before, we're about spreading the word on good craft beer and trying different stuff. So if we can get the word out on good breweries and good beer, that's what we're all about. And that's what we like to see. So we're gonna kind of go through a list we put together. These are mostly going to be Ohio breweries here. There's a couple that aren't, and a couple of the beers we're gonna have. Obviously, the first one I had is not an Ohio brewery. The second one I have lined up is not an Ohio brewery either. One of the ones I have is not even a stout. I know we're mostly going towards stouts, but it's a triple IPA, so it's going to be one that's pretty
as I
heavy.
said, I kind of feel like
So,
a triple IPA is the same sort of deal.
yep.
It's a little heavier alcohol, even though it's not got the dark kind of roasty to it. I
Yep.
do kind of like the roastiness in the wintertime.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So,
Yeah.
Bob, if you want to take it with the first
Yeah.
couple you got here, I mean the first one on the list there is basically a winter staple every year,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I mean,
it's one of the biggest ones.
I don't know that you're going to find this in every grocery store, but you can typically find it if you're anywhere in the Midwest. Bourbon County brand stout by Goose Island. It's a pretty big staple. It's a decent size. What is that like? Is this like a 12 or something like that? I don't know off the top of my head, but
Uh, they
it's got definitely got some alcohol on it.
Yeah, they're normally around 14. It depends. They have so many variants now. They have, I think,
Yeah,
5 to 6 different variants every year, but
yeah,
they're normally around 14, 15%.
yes.
Um,
So
yeah, and it just depends on the
yeah,
variant you get.
yeah. It's probably yeah. Typically, these are on a pint can, so it's one of the big boys. So you might want to share it with someone.
Oh,
Um,
they changed the packaging size this year, I think. So they have the big bottles still, the like 22-ounce bottles, but
uh-huh.
they're doing 12-ounce cans now, from what I
Oh,
heard.
are they?
Yeah.
That kind of that makes a little bit more sense. I mean, when you're getting something that big, it's like, dude, I have a second beer. I don't know that I'm going to make it to it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So
So they
I got to actually work tomorrow. So
Yeah, with previous years, they always did like the bombers, right? The 22-ounce
yes, yes.
bottles. I mean, 14% beer, having one of those, that's pretty heavy beer to have one by
Mhm.
yourself. I mean, if you're gonna have multiple beers in a night, yeah, 14%, it's a pretty good amount of alcohol just to have in one sitting on your own in a night. If you, obviously if you're working the next morning, it's not one you're gonna, typically have multiple of. But I think they brought it down to 12-ounce cans. They're doing 4 packs of it, I believe, this year.
Yeah.
But it's not a cheap beer either. Obviously, Goose Island is owned by a bigger company now. I think they're owned by InBev, AB InBev,
Yes, yes, they
but
are.
they're still doing some decent craft stuff. This is like the only beer I'll buy from them,
Yeah,
just because they're doing.
InBev is starting to kind of divest into a lot of these. They sold off several to oh hell, what was that? It's the company that actually does weed.
Uh,
InBev sold multiple of their craft
oh,
brand.
I know which one you're talking about. I can't. Starts with a
Constellation?
T.
Oh, I
Oh,
was
is it
thinking begin with a
Constellation?
C. What is it?
I was thinking it starts with a T. I can't remember what it is though.
Okay, for some reason I thought it would begin with a C. But anyhow, they're selling off a lot of their brands. I think Goose Island actually still makes money for them though. It
Yeah,
was one of the few brands that they were able to buy and still be able to make money off. Almost all of them, they went and screwed up the recipes, and immediately everyone stopped buying their stuff.
yeah.
It for some reason it seems like they didn't mess with Goose Island as much.
Yeah, I think they were one of the bigger ones, so they didn't do much with Goose
Yeah,
Island. They had their kind of staples already, their IPA, their 312, stuff like that that they just kind
yeah,
of let them run with. And then obviously the Bourbon County, that's kind of a, staple comes out day after Thanksgiving every year that people flock to and line up for. They didn't touch that.
yeah, yeah.
So um next one we got here, this is a Columbus brewery. So this is Wolf's Ridge Brewery in Columbus. Wolf's Ridge is a super cool brewery. They're always doing different stuff, but this specific one is one of their Russian Imperial Stouts. They also do some variants of this. This is Dire Wolf Yub Nub, but the Dire Wolf series is a really good Russian Imperial Stout. Um, this specific one, I don't know a lot about this one, Bob. What did you find on this specific one, if anything?
I mean, it's an imperial stout, dude.
Okay,
I mean, it's a bigger. I think actually, I don't even know if they distribute this. I think you have to actually get it in
at the brewery.
at
Okay,
the brewery. But it's one that I mean, overall, Dire Wolf is one of the things that people in Columbus that they're very much. It's one of those ones, almost like there's I don't know. I think they do a release on this that
yeah.
people in Columbus will flock when they do
Yeah,
releases on their Dire
it's one
Wolf.
of their bigger releases.
Yeah.
and it's one of their better beers. They have another one I can't remember the name of. It's one of their wheat beers. They do a couple variants of as well, but I know this one is good. I've had the regular version of Direwolf before. That's pretty tasty.
Yeah, yeah. So the next one we got up is Third Eye. It's one that's down here. We're going with
You've
another.
actually had this on a previous stream too.
Yeah, we're it's yeah, you actually I think you were here. Yeah, and you
Well, no,
brought it back.
yeah, yeah. Rob left the crowler for you.
Yeah, yeah. So double Astra, just Astra Astral, not Astra. Astra is more of the um that seltzer, but Astral, the double is kind of the big boy. It's the one that has the most amount of alcohol in it. They have multiple variants, they have multiple flavors of the Astral,
Mhm.
but this is just the one that was rated the highest, which is weird because it was just the regular one that's the double. So it's the one with probably I think with the most alcohol in it. Um and just overall, Third Eye is a really good brewery in this area. They do distribute. Do they distribute up that way?
I
They do
haven't seen
distribute in
anything from
Columbus.
them up here. Um, I don't know, Tyson. Have you seen anything from them over at Max at all? I've never seen anything from them anywhere I've been around here, but um, I've never been to Max over in Mansfield area, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. I know they get up to Columbus. I don't know if they go all the
Yeah,
way up to where you are, but it's it's a very solid place. Um, and it hits all the things. High alcohol. It's dark. I feel like it's smoother than what I'm drinking here from the masthead.
yeah.
It
It's
feels like
not the Astral's not a barrel aged one though, unless they do a barrel aged variant though, right?
they do a barrel age as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, this but I feel like it's a little smoother though
Okay. Cool.
than what I'm
Um.
drinking right now.
Okay. So Max does have some third eye stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought they got up pretty far.
Okay.
I mean they're getting bigger. They have a second tap room. They'll
Yeah.
continue to grow.
Yeah, Max is kind of an independent place, so, like, the dude that owns it will literally go places and buy beer and just bring it back and sell it. So, um
That's hey, if he can get away with it, man, go right at
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. When you're an independent place, like, you don't have to worry about contractual obligations, and you can kinda do what you want with stuff like that,
No,
so,
that's sweet. Yeah, you can do it.
um alright, before we get to the next beer, so that this was only a 12-ounce can, so it went down super smooth, and I just ate dinner, so I was kinda thirsty anyway. So I'm gonna open my next beer. I'm gonna go with the IPA on this one since we're mostly talking about stouts. Um, so this is a triple IPA. This is from Hoofhearted, Marengo. I love their can art. It's Paint Me Like One of Your French Bread Pizzas. Um, yeah, triple IPA, 10%. The double dry hop with citrus, Simcoe, and Phantasm hops. So this is again, this is gonna be a little higher alcohol content. It's gonna be pretty pretty juice forward though in the flavor and scent. Not really gonna have a lot of the alcohol burn that you're gonna get with some of the barrel aged stouts and stuff like that, but still, it's something that's gonna warm you up if you have a couple.
So let me ask you, um, out shoveling snow. What type? What do you think would be your type of beer of choice as you come back in and chill out and relax and have a beer after kicking your butt shoveling some snow?
Well, so I have a much bigger, like, longer driveway than yours.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
if I'm shoveling, I'm gonna be shoveling for, like, hours on end.
sure.
So, I'm probably not going to want to have, like, a huge, you know, barrel aged stout or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, if I had something, I would probably go with, like, um I think it is Southern Tier makes like a hot chocolate stout that's pretty low ABV, not super low. I think it's like around 8%. Literally tastes like hot chocolate. There's actually a local brewery over in like Shelby area that makes a hot chocolate stout that
I could be down with that. For me, I think I might actually kind of go off of the winter if I'm out
yeah,
shoveling and I'm bundled up and I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
yeah,
I might
get
come
some
in and
light.
I might want to just drink something light, like
Yeah,
an all day IPA or maybe even like a Cincy Light or something like
yeah.
that.
I mean, I picked up I just picked up kind of one of the go-tos the other day just
A
because.
little too hearted.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Two Hearted. I mean, it's kind of a just a staple. It's a good over all around beer, basically. Um, so I mean, something like that would be good. But if you want to stick with like the winter theme, the warm you up kind of beer, a hot chocolate beer is going to do that. It tastes like hot
Oh,
chocolate.
absolutely, yeah.
I mean, you're not getting the warmth of the hot chocolate beer. You're getting a little bit of the alcohol from it. You're getting the internal warming from it, the alcohol, but um, you're not getting the external warmth from holding a cup of hot chocolate as well. But if you're out for hours shoveling, you're sweating your ass off out there. You're not gonna get that.
Yeah, I think coming in and hitting something like that's a super heavy dessert type stout or um
Yeah, we
yeah,
got another person on YouTube. I don't know who else joined,
yeah.
but hey, whoever joined, thank you.
Anything like that I think would be a bit much. I think
Yeah,
I probably prefer to go with something a little lighter.
yeah, yeah. I don't blame you at all there.
So just curious as we're talking about winter stuff before we go to
Yeah,
the
if
next
you guys
one.
if you guys that are on here, if you guys have a favorite winter beer or a
Yeah,
beer
or
that
just
you would
even
like to drink
style of beer that
after.
you like to drink in the winter even,
Yeah,
yes.
after shoveling the driveway or after being outside for a long time, what do you wanna drink when you come back in?
So what are we on? We're on is your turn, I believe, because
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
did
This one's mine.
the third eye.
Yeah, so this one is, Pure Snow. Yep, that's a good one, Tyson.
T-bomb.
Um,
Yeah.
so far it's Key Bump, yeah.
I think
That's
that's a
the
good
Pure
drink.
Snow variant specifically. Um, that's the better one, I think. Is that the oatmeal one? Or yeah, is that I can't remember which one is the oat one. One of them is just super smooth compared to the other 2. I can't remember which one it is. It might be Pure Snow. I don't remember. Um, anyway, next one on the list is what is this Mast Landing Brewery?
Yes.
This is a milk stout or sweet stout. It's called it's or no, I'm sorry. Where am I? I can't read. Double Fudge Gunner's Daughter. You said this was a collaboration with somebody, or that
Uh,
was the next one.
that's the next one, dude.
Okay. Anyway, Double Fudge Gunner's Daughter. That sounds like just a chocolate bomb, basically.
Let me see what I can find about it. No, no, this is definitely not a it's just,
Okay.
they're out of Maine, by the way.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This one takes all the flavors you love about your iconic milk stout and dials it up. Rich chocolate fudge, creamy peanut butter, and unmistakable Gunner's magic turned all the way up to double fudge.
All right. I'd give it a try. I mean, peanut butter fudge, chocolate peanut butter fudge, can't go wrong with that. I mean, it doesn't get more wintry than that.
Yep. Oh, it's the one that has lactose in it.
Yeah, that's the oat cream one. Yeah, that's the good one. I like that one. I mean, they're all good, but that one's probably my favorite one. I mean, that beer sounds good. The double fudge. I mean, it's probably one that you can't drink a lot of just because it's probably super sweet.
That's kind of like a lot of the problem with the pastry stouts and even these barrel
Yeah,
aged ones is like you can only drink so much of it before it's just kind of gummy in your mouth.
yeah. That's like that blueberry maple one I drank. I probably couldn't drink more than 1 or 2 of those just because it is super sweet. Um, it's just a little bit of sweetness is fine just to balance it out.
Yeah.
But if it's overly sweet like that, like, I still have that residual sugar, like, hitting in my mouth right now that I'm just like, "Nah."
It's probably good that you went to an IPA to kind of
Yeah.
rinse that shit out, man.
Yeah.
So, um, one of the so on to the next one because we just don't know as much about the. I mean, it's a Maine. It's there's a lot of breweries in Maine that are really freaking good, dude. But I just don't know much about it.
Yeah.
On to the next one. This is actually a local favorite for sweet milk stouts with Grainworks. I mean, they are right around the corner. It's one that I frequent often. It's peanut butter chocolate time, and it is a it's a sweet stout, milk stout, and it's very peanut butter and chocolate.
Peanut buttery and chocolatey.
It's exactly what it says it is.
Oh, that's
Uh,
like that beer that they did that beer at, what was it? Third Eye that I had that was, like, for Oktoberfest. That was
yeah.
that peanut butter chocolate pretzel beer. It
Oh, yeah.
literally just tasted like you were eating a chocolate covered pretzel filled with peanut butter.
Yeah. So, and this one's not bad. It's a little lighter. Well, at least for a stout, anyhow. It's a
Yeah.
7.4 ABV, so it goes down a little easier.
Yeah.
It definitely has some sweetness on it, but I think it's not like a super like gum your mouth up type of one.
Gotcha. All right, next one we got. One is Drummer Boy from Fretboard, another Cincy brewery.
Yeah,
Look this one up.
it's a winter warmer. Um, it's an 8.5%
Yeah, a little
ABV. So
higher.
yeah, so it'll get you a little bit.
Yeah, so this
Um,
one's actually it's a red ale, but they're using local honey and winter spices in it, seasonal spices. So little different for kind of a winter warmer being a red ale. But I mean, anytime you can use source locally, that's a positive in our minds. So if they're sourcing local honey for this and seasonal spices, that's positive. Getting a lot of probably fermentation from that local honey, with the yeast. That's why the alcohol is higher on this one, being 8.5.
yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, average rating on this is a 3.88 on Untapped, so that's pretty high.
Yes, I mean and I'm not a huge winter warmer person, but my understanding is it's pretty solid beer.
Yeah, I mean, I only have one person on my friends list who's had this. This dude's had about 4,000 unique check-ins, and he gave it a 4. So
There you go. There you go. So I got another Cincinnati, it was actually Northern Kentucky brewery. Um, in Cincinnati, we love to make beers based off of local dessert stuff. There's some Grater's ice cream beer. Um, we have every year Esther's Little Secret out of Dayton.
which we'll get
Um,
to.
yeah, there is also actually if I can make it to it, I have a Killer Brownie, which is a staple of around here as well. Um, Stout. Geez, I'm trying to think of. But on this one, they do Opera Cream Stout, which is a specific cake that's made by Cervantes, which is a big German bakery down here. Um, some of the best freaking pretzels ever anywhere. You can get pretzel bites that then they have like cheese dip that you can put them in. Freaking awesome. if you go to Jungle Gyms beer tasting, they'll typically have Cervantes there, and you can get like necklaces with a pretzel on it.
Get pretzel pieces on it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So anyhow, Opera Cream Stout. It tastes like the cake if you've ever had it. It's from Braxton Brewery. Braxton's actually in Northern Kentucky. But they're the ones that actually do the graders. What do they? It's I can't remember what it is, but it's one of their ice creams, one of the big ones.
The
Um,
the was it black cherry
Black cherry
chunk?
chip, or yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they do a stout with that as well. But the opera cream's rated very high. What do we got? Probably. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm not seeing it right away. But I mean it's like a 3.8, 3.9 realm. Um and it's, as I said, it's just one of those things that Cincinnati likes to do, those iconic foods and make a beer
Yeah,
out of them.
yeah, yeah. So next one we got is another kind of Cincinnati staple, Ohio staple brewery actually, because they're so big now. It's Rheingeist, OTR area, huge brewery now in Ohio. Can't go anywhere without finding this beer. It's chocolate mousse. Uh, s- Again, this is gonna be a stout, super chocolate forward. Let's see if anybody's had this one that I know. Have you had this one?
No, I have not. I don't see anybody on here that I know that has had it. I think this is one of those ones you have to get at the brewery as well.
Probably. Yeah, this one's a little lower alcohol. It's 5.4. It only has 396 check-ins on tap. So, um, yeah, not that many. Smooth and layered with rich, creamy chocolate flavor. Tasty treat for chocolate milk and beer lovers. So, I mean, it sounds good. Like, I like chocolate mousse. Sounds tasty.
Yeah, I mean it's like for me, if I'm gonna go dessert stout, I want something. I want chocolate.
Yeah, like
Chocolate up there somewhere.
that looks like straight chocolate.
Yeah. Chocolate mousse. I bet you that's tasty.
Yeah. I mean that just looks like chocolate. And I'm okay with it. One person's comment is Hershey's chocolate syrup.
You know what? Hey, how many times when you were a kid, you go down in the middle of the night or something, you had to pee, and you would like if you went by the refrigerator, you open it up and you see Hershey's chocolate syrup in there, you freaking just down it. As a kid, did it all the time, man. We had Hershey's chocolate all the time.
Dude, this one you just take the spoonful of the powder.
Oh no, we had the liquid. We always had the liquid. All the powder that would kill you. I don't know, it would kill
No.
you, but it's like that's like the cinnamon challenge, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's too much dry in your mouth. So
Yeah,
what do
no,
you-
I know what you mean. Well, what's
yeah,
that other one? That what's the is that what's I just blanked. What's the one that does the Hershey's Porter?
oh, is that Troge?
No, I'm thinking it's a bigger one.
Troge
Shit,
is a
shit.
bigger one, dude. And
No.
they're in Hershey.
It's not Trogs. It's shit. Who is the what's that? What's the one that always says they're the oldest brewery in the United States?
Oh, that is another Pennsylvania brewery. That's oh fuck. Oh,
Yingling.
what? Yingling, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't think of it for some reason, but yeah, that one. That's another one that's super chocolatey. That's like chocolate milk.
Thanks for the assist.
Yeah, thanks, Tyson.
Nice.
I don't know why I couldn't think of freaking Yingling. I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god, why?
yeah.
Yeah, that one's like it's
Zach just had to freaking reboot his brain, man. He's like he
yeah,
just totally
loading,
went
loading.
blank.
We just had a loading bar going on.
did,
Yeah.
did you get the three rings of death there?
Yeah, yeah, I got the red ring of death on my Xbox. um, yeah, so the Hershey's chocolate porter, the Yingling, that's another one that's basically just Hershey's syrup. They just add to The freaking beer is just they take a porter and they just dump in a bunch of Hershey syrup. Sorry, that was my
I mean,
freaking
I don't
ADD
hate
on
it.
that one.
Yeah, yeah. I don't hate that they do that. All right, so we're going back to another third eye here, but we're going to change up the style here. Higher consciousness. I mean, if you like We Heavy, We Have. I mean, not everybody digs on those because it's just a heavy beer.
Yeah. I mean, basically, this is a Scotch ale taken to, like, 15.
Yeah,
Um,
it is. It's a 8.6, so it'll definitely get you.
yeah.
Um, it's won multiple awards. It's rich. It's sweet. It's candied malt flavored, complex caramel flavors. Um, and it's a really good wee heavy, but it can be a bit sweet. So I don't know if you're gonna
Yeah.
drink a bunch of them, but
And you saying that reminds me of, um, 2 other beers actually from
ooh, it hits me every time I drink that. Whew. And it's warming up now.
yeah, yeah.
So it like actually the chocolate on the front end is
Mhm.
actually hitting even harder, but on the back end, the alcohol is hitting even harder as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Woo.
So that reminds me from 2 beers from Thirsty Dog, right? So their Russian Imperial Stout, Siberian Night. That's another one that I don't know why I just thought of these. That's another Russian Imperial that's really good, that's won
Mhm.
awards throughout the years.
Yeah.
And then they do a lot of variants of that. They have had a bourbon barrel one. But their wee heavy is called Wolver.
Uh-huh.
Um, and that's a super heavy, like, Scotch ale, wee heavy. That one's 12%.
Woo.
Yeah, that's
What about the Cerbis?
Cerberus. Cerberus, I think, is 10. That's a Belgian triple. Yeah,
Okay.
Cerberus is 10. That's a Belgian triple.
So and as I said, I think that Belgian triples and quads, I think they fit into this winter category.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think that those deserve to be at least mentioned in our list of and Ohio
yeah,
breweries. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, if we're talking on Ohio breweries, I would for sure throw that in there. That's one that's gonna warm you up for sure. I'm
It
not
is.
sure what this comment means with that the one from Twitch. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I just thought of those when you were talking about a wee heavy. I was like, there's one I know from Thirsty Dog that's a wee heavy I've had that's good,
Mm, oh,
and I know it's won awards, and I know it's a heavy one. That one's a bourbon barrel aged one too. It's 11-month aged in bourbon barrels.
hmm.
So yeah, it's a big boy. So I haven't had it in a long time, but it is uh it averages a 4.16 on Untapped. So there you go. If you're looking for a wee heavy that's got some high marks, that's one to go with.
Yes,
Um
I'm not sure how this next one popped up, but I mean, it's rated really high.
yeah, I don't know either, but yeah, the next one is Leinenkugel's White Mocha Stout. Whatever. I've never had it. I really don't drink much from Leinenkugel anymore, just because I feel like everything they do is pretty fake. Extracts and additives. Feel like they're
Yeah.
doing anything natural
Well,
anymore with it.
when we first started drinking, I mean, I think Leinenkugels was my first kind of dip my toe into something that was not necessarily. I don't know if you would.
American light beer.
Yeah, but I don't know that it was necessarily you consider it a craft brewery ever.
Yeah, yeah,
But I mean, maybe it was early on, but when it was just the the Leinenkugel family. But I
yeah,
remember doing Leinenkugel Red when
yeah.
I was in college, and then I mean, we used to freaking drink the hell out of that shandy.
Oh yeah,
But of course, like then they made everything fake. Yeah, and the shandies like used to be awesome. Now it tastes like freaking pledge or something.
oh yeah. It's so fake.
Yeah. But anyhow, this white mocha, I mean it's got a what 3.8 4.
Yeah,
So I mean, and it's weird because I mean all these white stouts kind of freak me out because it looks like a lager or something, but it's a stout.
yeah, yeah.
So but anyhow, I mean it won an award last year for white stouts.
All right, this is what it is.
Yeah, so I think that's why I got included because it won, it's won some stuff.
Oh yeah, that's another one. Tyson Snowdrift Vanilla Porter. Yeah,
Not sure what this means.
I said that to that Twitch comment.
Oh, viewer stream. What? I don't remove the space. I don't know that I'm seeing the same comments you are.
No, you're seeing the same comment. The that one right there.
Yeah, maybe that's just.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Well, hey, Twitch dude, explain yourself. We'll be happy to answer whatever questions you
Yeah,
have.
we can't. We're new to the whole Twitch streaming thing, so we don't know what stuff means.
Yeah.
But yeah, with this one, Tyson, yeah, that was a big one. As well when we first started dipping toes into the craft beer stuff was that Snowdrift Vanilla Porter. Yeah,
But then you had Breckenridge Vanilla Porter was a one
yep,
that I kind of got on early. Then I kind of got out of porters because they were just a little bit too much.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I'll do the next one if you want to take the other one because this one's closer to me. The next one's closer to you.
oh yeah, hit it.
Yeah. So next one, this beer actually hasn't been out for long. It's only been out for a couple years. Great Lakes Cookie Exchange Milk Stout. Personally, I don't like this beer at all. I think it's super chalky. Like, I don't know, Tyson. I think you've had this too, Bob. I don't know if you've had it either, but
I
I
have
think
not
it's.
had it. They
I
had
think
it. They had it in Arrow when I was shopping for beers, and I
okay.
somewhat
I
thought,
think the beer just like tastes gritty and chalky, and I'm not a big fan of that at all. Um, people love it. I don't get a lot of that kind of cookie flavor out of it that people are getting out of it. I don't know why, but I'm just getting a stout um, with a very small hint of cookie flavor. I'm not getting a lot of cookie forwardness out of it, which I would like to see out of something that's called Cookie Exchange. Um, but the chalkiness, I can't get past that. It's the texture of it. I don't like at all. It's
yeah,
not.
people like it a lot. I mean, it's
Yeah,
a 3.8 rating, so
yeah,
that makes me think that overall people like it.
yeah. I know. I'm not a fan.
um, so do you want to say anything more about that?
No, that's all I got about it.
All right, let's move on.
That's all I have to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, here down in this area, Cincinnati, Dayton, breweries love to do iconic sweets, bakeries, things that are foods. They like to make beers after them. So Warped Wing, every year they come out with Esther's Little Secret. Every year it's different. 2025, typically it's a stout. This year, or sometimes it's a porter, but it's typically something pretty dark. This year they did a Doppelbock, which is kind of surprising for them, because I think I can never remember them doing a Doppelbock on the Esther's Little Secret. Um, it is Esther's Little Secret caramel pecan Doppelbock. I looked for this. I was going to drink this tonight. I couldn't find it. So, um, I did find what did I get? Killer Brownie. I did find the Killer Brownies, and I don't. As I said, I don't know how I'm going to make to those. But anyhow,
Yeah, I mean, the Esther's Little Secret, I've had a couple different ones of those, like,
they're
late
typically. I think they're typically really good.
yeah, late 2010 ones, I had, like, 3 or 4 years in a row of them. Like, when I would go down to your house for the White Elephant Party, I would
Yeah,
make it, like, a point to stop at Warped Wing just to get this beer. But they have some crazy flavors, right? So they
yeah.
have, um, Double Fudge Cream Stout was 2020. Chocolate Almond Bark Brown Ale was 2021. Caramel Pecan Scotch Ale with Highlander Grog Coffee was 2022. That was a Scotch Ale, or wee heavy. 2023 was a Coconut Cream Milk Stout. 2025 was Caramel Pecan Doppelbock. That one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2024 was Peppermint Porter.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
remember I had that. That was that actually that one was really good.
Yeah, they did a double double fudge cream stout, I already said that. They did a coconut cream milk stout aged in bourbon barrels. Um, Caramel pecan scotch ale aged in bourbon barrels. Chocolate sea salt caramel scotch ale aged in bourbon barrels. Chocolate almond bark brown ale aged in bourbon barrels. The peppermint porter one, they aged that in rum barrels as well. They had a rum barrel aged one. Um, the caramel pecan doppelbock one, they have a rye whiskey barrel aged version of it. Vanilla bean and black currant brown ale. Bourbon Scotch ale aged in second use bourbon barrels. They
Yeah,
just
I
have,
mean,
they have
so
so
yeah, I
many
mean,
different variants of it. It's
yeah.
insane.
Every year they're trying to go with something that you would get when you get an Esther Price.
Candy, yeah,
Well, when you get the box of chocolates that
yeah,
vary,
yeah, like
they
their
try to pick,
special
yeah, it's like they try to pick one of the ones
Christmas
out of
box.
there
Yeah,
and make something with it.
yeah,
What is Tyson saying? What beer was he talking about here? Nothing special, but the 2025 version with raspberry.
raspberry thumb.
Is this the cookie?
I don't know what that one is. Let's look it up.
Is that the cookie exchange? All right. And
Raspberry thumbprint cookie. Is that from Hoosier Brewing Company? I don't know. That's what I'm getting when I type in raspberry thumbprint cookie. Maybe if I change it to cookies, it'll be different. No.
yeah, cookie
Oh,
exchange.
cookie exchange. Oh, it was a variant of cookie exchange.
Okay, that was this year's cookie exchange
Okay.
was a raspberry thumbprint. So
Okay. I got you.
was it chalky still, Tyson?
I don't know. It was just last year's. Maybe it was last
Yeah.
year and the year before were just like super
Maybe it was
chalky.
yeah, maybe it was just that one or 2 years. So
It could have been. I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on. We don't have a lot of time left, but
yeah.
next another Third Eye. So Third Eye's shown up a lot on this list just because
Well, yeah.
they have a lot of good beers.
I made it, and I like Third Eye, so
Yeah,
I was kind of looking down here. So this is very Cincinnati Ford.
yeah. Higher Purpose on this one. This is another milk stout, sweet stout. Again, Third Eye is always winning awards
No,
for their
Higher
beers.
Purpose is a very solid beer, dude. I've had that. It's good.
I haven't had a bad beer from Third Eye, so I can't I can't say anything
I
bad.
mean, I gave it a 4.0.
Okay. I don't know if
Um,
I've had that one.
Rob had it.
Did he? Okay, we might have had. No, I didn't have that one.
I don't. You didn't check it in.
No. Yeah, I think he had it when we were at the Hamilton one.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's Third Eye. They're winning awards all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
It's hard to go wrong with getting some from Third Eye.
yeah.
So, so the next one, oatmeal raisin cookie ale. I have not had it. It has very good ratings. It is from Alexandria Brewing Company. That's over by Northern Kentucky University. It's a smaller brewery, but it is kind of doing. It's kind of making a little bit of noise. It's kind of coming up a little bit in the greater Cincinnati area. Um, so it's I've been to the brewery. It's kind of cool. I went there on a Father's Day when I made the boys tote me around to different
Drive you
breweries.
around.
Yeah, that's their present to me, is just drive me around the breweries. But this is it's a winter warmer, but it definitely has that raisin and kind of like a, I don't know if it's like a vanilla or like some sort of other spice that kind of makes it, just reminds you that like it's kind of like a cookie type of taste to it.
Gotcha. All right, next one we got S'more Gratitude from Mad Tree Pastry Stout. I think I've had this one. So in the wintertime, you kind of want anything that reminds you of summer, and s'mores is a very summer thing, I think. So if you can have a s'more in the middle of winter when you're freezing cold, I think that automatically is going to kind of warm you up and remind you of summertime, and you're going
Yeah,
to
it's kind
feel
of
a
nice.
little warmer.
Yeah. Well,
So
I think one of the reasons they did this one is because they just opened like a new tap room in Blue Ash
yeah,
that's called Parks and Rec. And I think that they maybe made this to kind of go along with that Parks and Rec, because it
yeah.
makes sense. Like because it's kind of got this camping theme to it.
Bob just
So
froze, did he?
did
You
you
froze
freeze?
for a second. You
Oh,
did.
what? Okay. So anyhow, I said it's got a like a camping theme to it. So s'mores makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Uh, Next time you come down, we'll have to go over there and you can check it out. But it's almost been too damn crowded since it's opened up. I'm sure it's
Gotcha.
chilled out by this point because it's been open for what, more than like a year and a half now.
Gotcha. All right. Cool.
So I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna go to the next one.
That's fine.
So
I'll go back to that one.
yeah. So
He froze
um
again.
we
Oh,
we
why?
it's weird. We flipped sides.
Yeah, I don't know what happened right there. Whatever.
That was weird. Okay, so another one that just kind of like this is very iconic is and we're getting out of Ohio. We're getting up to the state that Zach doesn't like because he went to Ohio State for
Yeah,
for
you
a
see that
minute.
thing in the background right there? Yeah, there.
Yeah. But we're up in Michigan, but it's Grand Rapids, Michigan. So it's like on the other side of the state. So it's that's Western Michigan. They don't give a shit about Michigan over there.
Hey,
So
but they invented euchre.
yeah, they did. So, but
They
KBS,
claim.
and CBS.
CBS.
Yeah. So I think out of the ones, CBS is a little bit bigger there. It's a breakfast
Well,
stout,
KBS is the original,
but I think
and
like
they stopped making CBS for a while, and it just came back recently.
yeah. But I mean, you look at it, overall ratings CBS is 4.45.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
so Kentucky Breakfast Stout from Founders and
and
Canadian
no,
Breakfast
yeah,
Stout.
and
From
Kentucky
Founders.
breakfast stout is like, I mean, it's up there too. I don't think it's quite as
Yeah,
high as Canada breakfast.
Yeah, with KBS now, they're doing a bunch of variants of KBS as well. Like I think I have a vanilla latte KBS in my fridge right now. So they're doing a ton of variants of that one now as well. So it's a little odd.
Yeah, it's I mean the KBS is like chocolate and coffee, and sometimes we aged in bourbon barrels, and typically
Yep.
it's got some sort of maple syrup or something. But there's some variants on all of these that are
Yeah.
out there.
Yep. And we go to the last one. Are you
Yeah,
done with your beer yet?
no, I know I haven't made it.
All right. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna open one more beer. Um, there's a lot. I'm kind of say I was kind of saving this one, but I think it's a good one to have for this episode. Um, so this is Maine Beer Company. I love the name on this. It's called Mean Old Tom.
Is that the brewery?
No, Maine Beer Company.
Oh, but isn't there a Mean Old Tom or Mean Tom
I
brewery?
there's Bad Tom Smith or Bad Tom something,
Yeah, maybe
but this is
that's what I'm confusing it with.
yeah. Mean Old Tom is the name of the beer. It's a stout aged on natural vanilla beans. So I mean, if you know anything about Maine Beer Company, they're super plain with their labeling, their bottles, all of that.
But they're good as hell, dude.
Yeah, super generic. Um, just a ton of vanilla is supposed to be in this one. Um, kind of low ABV. It's only 6.5%. So we're gonna give it a go.
Oh man, that smells more like just alcohol now.
It's been sitting in my fridge for a while, so we're gonna.
So you've aged it more. You bottle aged it. That's not quite as dark as what some of the other ones are. Got
From the bottle, from the
got
bottle, it smells very coffee.
got some good foam on it.
Still smells a lot of coffee going on. I'll give it a try in a second, but I'm gonna talk about this next beer first. So this one is very local to me. Um, this is a brewery called Phoenix Brewery. This is in Mansfield, Ohio. They do a white stout that's called Krampus Candy. They do several different variants of this beer. They have the standard Krampus Candy. They've done a Snickerdoodle one. They've done a mint one. They've done like a raspberry vanilla one. They're all very, very good. So, uh, yeah, these are good beers. They do like a release party for it every year where they come out with all the variants. You can buy, 4 packs of a mixed 4 pack with all the variants in a 4 pack of them. Really tasty. Um, the standard variant of it's pretty coffee forward. Let's see. See if I can find what we got here.
Yeah, dude, you're blurring up a bit.
Yeah, I did
By
a
the way,
second.
that fixed it, dude.
The tricks. Yeah, Snickerdoodle, cream de menthe. That was the mint one. White chocolate raspberry. They did a barrel aged one. They did a nitro one. So those are the big ones that came out with recently. So all of those variants they did were quite tasty. Even just the regular one is pretty good as well. So anything else that you got on there, Bob?
No, man, that's we got it. We
That
hit.
is pretty freaking dark though.
Well, when I saw it pouring though, like as it was a little thinner, it didn't look quite as dark as some of the other stuff that. I mean, look at that, dude. They're like it doesn't look how thin you make it. It's still dark as hell.
Yeah, that's not as much vanilla coming through as I was
Mm,
hoping.
it's too bad.
That's a lot of coffee. I don't like coffee. So, Wow. I'd rather just have a lunch.
From Maine Brewing Company, not just
Yes.
lunch.
Yes.
You're not saying you want a sandwich. You're saying you want the
No.
lunch beer. Yes.
Yes. I'd rather have a lunch from Maine Brewing Company or a dinner.
Again, beer from Maine Brewing Company.
Yeah.
He's not
Not
saying he
that
wants some food.
not that it's bad, but that's just a lot. That's a lot of coffee. But yeah, that's what we got for the winter warm you up in the cold beers.
Yeah, if
So
anyone gets in and watches this on YouTube later on, comment on what's your favorite winter beer to drink, or even just your favorite winter type of beer to drink. Um, Also, if you want to talk about the types of beer that you like to drink when you're active outside. So if you're out snowing, if you're out snowing, if you're out,
yeah, skiing,
if you're out,
snowboarding,
that's exact-
luging,
doing some luging,
sledding,
some skull. What is that called when you do the little? You have the sled and you're laying on it like this.
bobsled.
No, I think it's called sculling.
Jamaica, we have a bobsled team.
Or just even shoveling some snow. Maybe you're going to snowball fight. Maybe you're making an igloo for your kid.
Making a snow fort.
Yeah, snow fort, igloo. What kind of beers do you like to drink when you come in after that? Or do you just prefer to not drink beer and just get yourself a cup of hot chocolate? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right. Well, that's what we got for this week. Yeah, thanks for joining in with us. First time on Twitch, so whoever made it on Twitch wins some downpours. Am I saying that right? Wins some downpours. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
hanging out.
hope you had some fun. Hope you had a couple beers with us. I'm still working on mine. I said I might be. It's a sipper. It's
All right, everybody. We appreciate you hanging out. Have a good evening, and we will see Luge. There's something called Skull something too. I can't
yes.
remember what it is.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
you're
almost
right.
like you remember like the one sleds that were like up on ski, like the little razor things. It's almost like getting on one of those and you're like this, you're laying down on
Yeah,
your
but
back.
there's one where you lay down on your stomach and you go head first.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Whatever.
The doubles of that makes me laugh.
All right, we're getting way off topic, but anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out with us. If you've watched us before, you know we got ADD. We go off topic like crazy,
Yes.
but we appreciate it. Everybody have a good rest of your week and a great weekend.
Good night.
We'll be
Have a
back
great
next week.
weekend. Hope you don't get snowed in.
Have a beer on us. Catch us next week.